Joan Rivers, the comedian, tragically died yesterday after being in a coma for 8 days, and her daughter took her off life support and she died yesterday afternoon. So now I've been getting a lot of calls from people asking, how much time does a family member have in order to bring a wrongful death lawsuit here in the state of New York? You want to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. Her death and the tragic circumstances that led to her death has raised an incredible awareness. Her death has made the front page of all the major newspapers here in New York today. And now I've been getting calls from people who ask, listen, how much time do we have to bring a valid case for wrongful death in the state of New York? Well, I'll share something with you, and it's very important. The time limit to bring a lawsuit for wrongful death here in the state of New York is typically 2 years from the date that the person has died to sue a private doctor or a private healthcare facility. Now, here's something very important. You cannot, and under no circumstance can you rely on that information that I just told you about. And you may be thinking, wait a second, you just told me what the time limit is. What do you mean you can't rely on it? Well, here's the reality. You might be watching this video a day later, a week, a month, a year, years down the road. And guess what? These time limits change from time to time. And you cannot rely on that information, especially because you won't know down the road whether or not that time limit has changed. So the only way to know for sure whether or not your particular matter is timely is to pick up the phone and call, because then you can learn exact information about your particular matter. Now, I have to share something else that's very important. If your matter happened in a municipal hospital or municipal healthcare facility, the time limit to bring a case for wrongful death is much, much shorter. If your matter happened in a state hospital facility, that time limit also is different than the one I've just described to you. So it is critical that if you have any questions about the time limit that you have and your family has in order to bring a valid wrongful death lawsuit here in New York, the only thing I can tell you is, as of today, September 5th, 2014, the time to bring a lawsuit against a private physician or private healthcare facility is 2 years from the person's date of death. But you cannot, and under no circumstance should you rely on that particular time frame, because your matter may be different, and the only way to know for sure is to pick up the phone and call. So if you do have legal questions and your matter happened here in the state of New York, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. By the way, if your matter happened outside of New York, I couldn't even begin to tell you what the time limits are there because I only practice here in New York. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.